this has already been happening. There is a Stargate over there, hence why they made the movie Stargate. And this is why there's been wars and battles over there. And I'm sure anyone in the military with any kind of clearance will tell you the same thing.
This scenario. The U.S. government obtains intelligence that hidden somewhere in central Iraq is an actual Stargate, placed there by the Anunnaki gods of ancient Sumeria. This device employs time travel technology and permits individuals and equipment to pass into another dimension outside of the space-time continuum. Once there, it is possible to travel across the galaxy or into another galaxy instantaneously, and then pop back into space-time on another planet. The government also learns that Nibiru, the 12th planet, is due to make its return passage through our solar system on its 3,600-year orbit in a matter of months. In this scenario, when Nibiru is closest to Earth, the Anunnaki, the ancient huge hominoid gods of Sumeria who built the Stargate, would, it seems likely, take the opportunity to travel to Earth through that same Stargate and will set up their encampment in Iraq. By default, this will have the effect of propping up the current regime. U.S. government leaders know that such an eventuality must be prevented at all costs, so they decide that with the help of extraterrestrial allies, they must invade Iraq and close the Stargate. The Russians, Germans, and French, however, having been intimately involved in Iraq's archaeology, know what they're up to, and prefer that the Stargate remain open, thus preventing American domination of the world. With time running out, President Bush invades Iraq. American scientists raid the museum and close the Stargate, thus frustrating the grandiose ambitions of the self-styled reincarnation of Nebuchadnezzar, Saddam Hussein, and making the world safe for the New World Order.
According to Dr. Michael Salla, this is exactly what actually happened. Such a fantastic theory would not be expected from someone whose entire career has been spent in academia, pursuing rather conventional political and diplomatic studies. Dr. Salla, an Australian national, obtained his MA in philosophy from the University of Melbourne, and then his doctorate in government from the University of Queensland in 1993. After spending 2 years as an associate at the Centre for Middle Eastern and Central Asian Studies in Australia, he joined the faculty of the Department of Political Science at Australian National University in Canberra as a lecturer. In 1996, he came to the US and gained an academic appointment at the School of International Service at American University in Washington, D.C., where he remained until 2001. He is currently researching methods of transformational peace as a researcher in residence in the Center for Global Peace at American University.
He believes that the U.S., Russia, Germany, and France have been aware that the Anunnaki left behind some very high-tech apparatus and possible weaponry when they abandoned the Earth around 1700 BC, and that Saddam Hussein had been getting assistance from Russian, German, and French archaeological teams for years in an attempt to unravel and perhaps reverse engineer this apparatus, which Salla claims is probably far in advance of any technology we might have obtained from the Greys, from Zeta Reticuli, who he believes to be our friends. If a European-Iraqi alliance were able to back-engineer this technology and/or strike up an alliance with the Anunnaki when they return, Salla thinks, then whatever military advantage the U.S. has had with its technology, even including anti-gravity craft, would probably disappear, and we would quickly become a second-rate power. The return of Planet X centers on the recovery of a technology once housed at Solomon's Temple that is used to open a gateway linking Earth with far-off regions of space.
Temple, whoa.
Recent military and political activity suggests that the world powers are jockeying for position as if the return of Planet X is imminent. The stakes are high. This planet is at the center of a biblical prophecy known as the Day of the Lord, a picture of an ancient Sumerian tablet in which the god Anu, the ruler of Planet X, appears to be going through a gate, flanked by two people holding posts or pillars with globes on top. These poles, splendid shining posts, represent the Stargate in a simplified form. Another Sumerian tablet shows Gilgamesh going through a similar gate. Gilgamesh, the hero of the ancient Sumerian epic poem bearing his name, written about 2900 BC. He was the king of Uruk, a city in southern Mesopotamia, who sought immortality by searching for the stairway to heaven and the abode of the gods. Ultimately, he ascended a ladder and went through a gate and entered a new world where he met long-dead Utnapishtim, Noah, and questioned him about the gods. Dr. Saleh believes the Stargate will be found at Uruk, where German archaeologists have been digging for many years at the invitation of Saddam Hussein and have unearthed an ancient city. Imagine this scenario.